Jdrf is in the midst of a digital transformation, and in order to accelerate our mission, we are executing Project Edge, Enable Digital Growth and Excellence, so as to transform our data and technological capabilities. Edge will amplify Jdrf processes and revolutionize its digital operations. It will facilitate delivery of right and personalized data, as well as technology products to meet supporter needs with the best-in-class data, technology tools, and infrastructure for Jdrf staff, along with the top security. Moreover, Edge will support and enable all three pillars of Jdrf's strategic plan, that are 1. Research and advocacy to accelerate transformative T1D therapies. 2. Engagement and fundraising for increased funding and influence. 3. Organizational excellence to advance innovation and accelerate progress. And this transformation is enabled through a collaboration platform, a platform that facilitates a hub for teamwork. With this, you can have shared workspace for conversations, files, meetings, and more. So let's get rolling into this new Teams training. Meet Tom, a manager who is always stuck between different departments and his peers from different time zones. There's a project deadline in 1 week, and Tom is busy in coordinating with multiple stakeholders via calls, messages, and sharing flyers and other documents. But something extraordinary happens when his friend Steve introduces him to Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is a collaboration tool that helps your teams collaborate and stay focused all in one place. So, you can really think about it as a one-place solution. You have your messaging, which is your rich chat-based experience, your online meetings, where you can always stay connected, as well as your calling capabilities built on a worldwide network. And of course, with all this comes your enterprise-grade security to protect your data, as well as your compliance and security controls that you'd expect with the Office 365 suite. And all these experiences are built for the web browser, as well as in the apps. Microsoft Teams can be accessed through web browser as well as through apps, Android or iPhone. So, everyone can be more engaged in an effective way every day. So, the next time when he is coordinating on project deadline, it is just clicks away. Let's see how. Installation of Microsoft Teams is an easy process. To start with, go to office.com and sign in with Jdrf username and password. Click on the Download Now button to download the Microsoft Teams. Teams will be downloaded onto the desktop automatically. User must double-click the icon to install Teams, and they will be in Teams. Tom is super excited, but is not aware of where to start. The ribbon indicates all the features and one-stop navigation for all the activities within the Teams, like Activity, Chat, Teams, Meetings, Calls, Files, and more. Chatting in Teams is very easy. Just type in the name of the person you would like to chat with and start chatting. Teams is a collection of people, conversations, and files in one place. You can have specific teams, for example, New York chapter, development, finance, human resources, etc. Channel is a discussion within Teams. You can create multiple channels, walks, galas, etc. In this instance, Tom will learn how to build the team from scratch. Tom can simply click on the Teams tab from the ribbon, then click Create a Team. Tom has decided to build a team from scratch. He can also select what type of team it would be, for instance, whether it will be private or public. Here, we will learn how to create a private team. Tom clicks on Private and gives a name. Development Team. Now Tom can add members to the team, just by typing people's name. And he can also add people using their email addresses as well. In Teams, we can collaborate with people outside our organization, for example, vendors who are working with us. Tom can now chat and collaborate with others in this new team. Teams provide the ability to create as many channels as possible within a team. Channel is your working space within the team. Click on the three dots next to the team name and select Add Channel. Create a new channel by typing channel and name. Congratulations! Now you can chat, share files with your team. In Teams, you can share files with an individual or within your team. We will learn how to share a file through individual chat window and through clip icon. In this instance, you can share file with an individual. We will learn how to share files through an individual chat window. You can share files from two locations, your personal computer or through Onedrive. We are going to upload a file from the computer. When the user clicks on Upload from Computer, it will open up a file selection box in a separate window. Select the file you want and click Open. That will upload the file to chat for everyone to access. In this instance, Tom uploads files from his computer and shares it. Now Tom can edit by clicking on the document and by choosing to Edit in Teams. Tom can edit the document and changes get saved on a real-time basis. Now Tom and another person can edit the document simultaneously by clicking on More option besides the Word document and select Open in Word. Here, Tom will be able to see the changes and the cursor movements of another person in the document. Teams provide the ability to edit the documents by team members at the same time. Tom can also share files from his Onedrive. Sharing files from Onedrive is very similar to sharing files from your computer. In the same way, click on the paperclip icon and click on Onedrive. It will open up a file selection box in a separate window, which shows files already present in Onedrive. Tom selects the file to upload and click on button Upload a Copy. In this instance, Tom uploads a file from Onedrive. The Recent button shows the latest files accessed by the user. In this instance, Tom can create a new file and share it with his team. Tom can create a new folder, a new Word document, a spreadsheet, or a PowerPoint presentation. To upload an existing document to the team, click the Upload button, and the user will be presented with a Find File window, where you can navigate to the file that you want to add. Sharing files from Onedrive is very similar to sharing files from your computer. Click on the paperclip at the bottom of the chat window. This will present the Location window as before. This will open a file selection window showing the Onedrive contents this time, and the user is going to click on Onedrive. User can select the file that they want to upload and then click on Upload a Copy. After it's done, the copy will be available to all members of that team, or the individual the user has shared it with. Teams provide the ability to upload multiple documents. Users can access and collaborate on these documents seamlessly. Meetings in Microsoft Teams syncs with your Outlook calendar. and will automatically sync back and forth between the two programs. There are 3 ways to create an appointment or meeting. 1. Create a calendar appointment in Outlook. 2. Click Schedule a Meeting button. Clicking on the Schedule a Meeting button will open a new meeting window for you to add the details for the meeting. Mandatory information will be highlighted in red. Once you are done, click the Schedule button, and the meeting will be scheduled in Teams and in Outlook. You can use Outlook to be able to schedule calls or meetings in Teams. Under the Calendar feature of Outlook, you should see a button that says New Teams Meeting. This will open an appointment box in a separate window. Fill out the relevant information and click on Send. The recipient will get a link to the Teams meeting in the body of the email. Tom needs to make some important calls. He can do it by using the Calls button on the ribbon. From here, he can make calls to individuals or groups. User can reach out to teammates through Microsoft Teams from the Calls button on the ribbon. From here, you can make calls to individuals or whole groups, or add people to speed dial. To make a call to an individual within Teams, click the Make a Call button at the bottom of the window. This will open the Select Member window where you can start to type a person or group's name, and then click to add. Once the user has selected your recipient or group, click the phone or camera button to start your call. You can place both voice and video call using Teams. The phone icon will start a voice call. The camera icon will start a video call. Once you click on the phone or video call buttons, it will attempt to contact the person you are trying to reach. When that person accepts the call, you can talk just like you would on your phone. Video calls will appear in the same window. Tom doesn't like to share his background when he is on a video call. Teams provide the ability to blur the background. To start a meeting with background blur, move the blur slider, the one to the right of the video slider, to the right on the Choose Your Audio and Video Settings screen when you're joining the meeting. Please be noted that this feature works only for scheduled meetings. Users can share the presentation to the team through Screen Share option. Occasionally, a user might need to share the desktop to present information to the team or coworker. Teams is the perfect tool to be able to do so. From the Chat tab, select a chat that you would like to present. In the top right corner, click on the Start Sharing Your Screen button. This will present the user with a window where the user can select what he wants to share, either a specific window or his whole desktop. Click on the material you would like to present. Tom wants to share a presentation. The presentation will appear in the Teams window to view. Once you select what you would like to share, the presentation will appear in the Teams window for you to view. Spectators can request keyboard and mouse control, but the presenter needs to approve it before you can control the presentation. Once you start to present, you will see this bar at the top of the window you are sharing. When you are finished presenting, click on the Stop Presenting button to close the window. Whether you use mobile as a companion experience or as your primary communications tool, Teams offers all the features you need to stay on top of your work and to communicate with your team, even when you are traveling. To download the Teams mobile app, go to your mobile device. Download it from the iOS App Store or Google Play Store. With apps for both iOS and Android, Microsoft Teams offers you a truly mobile-first way of working and collaborating with your team. Whether you're sprinting towards a deadline or sharing your next big idea, Teams can help you achieve it. You can log into Teams using your Jdrf login credentials. The Microsoft Teams mobile app is a great way to build a digital, on-the-go workplace where team members can communicate, collaborate, meet, and share right from their mobile devices. Chat privately or in groups and communicate with the entire team in dedicated channels. Mention individual team members or the whole team at once to get your colleagues' attention. Join meetings. Connect face-to-face with HD audio and video. Search your chats and team conversations to quickly find what you need. Focus on what matters most by saving important conversations and customizing your notifications. Teams offers all the features you need to stay on top of your work and keep in touch with your team, even when you are traveling. It works just as similar to the web app. There is much you can accomplish with Microsoft Teams, and so much more left to discover. Meet, share, collaborate, chat, and stay organized. Stay organized and get things done. Now that you know how to use Teams, what are you waiting for? Welcome to Microsoft Teams. Thank you. Jdrf Technology.